Hi, it's Mr. Berry again. I'm back to calculate some volume with you guys. Renee is here with me. You want to say hi, Renee? You got to lean in so they can see your cuteness. Okay, so we're going to calculate some volume, and this is a rectangular prism. You have done this before, so this is review. I'm going to go through this real quick. But the formula for rectangular prisms, or any prism, is volume equals big B times H. Big B is area of the base. So big B goes here with area of the base, okay? And H is the height of the prism. And when you took notes, I told you that that was really the distance between the bases. So keep that in mind. Height is the distance between the two bases. So by way of review, first step every time, identify and shade the base. I told you guys the base was always a two-dimensional shape that is congruent to itself, to the other version of itself. So in this case, I'm going to use this square as my base and this square as my other base, okay? So okay, so I've shaded in my two bases, and now we're going to copy the formula from up here, and yeah, we're going to start with copying the formula. So I have volume equals big B times H. Okay. On your paper, you're going to put that, and then we're going to work line by line, kind of like what you do when we're solving equations. It is important that you write the formula, and on the next line that you write what I'm about to write here on your lined paper. It will help you keep track, and if you make mistakes, if you skip steps, you might not know later where you made the mistake. If you write every single step down, then you could take a picture, send it to one of us. That's Miss Greenwald, Miss Hawkins, or Miss Morgan, or myself, and we could figure out, oh, like, we see what you did wrong. If you're skipping steps, we might not know where you made the mistake. So it would be helpful for us and you to write each line. Start with the formula. On the second line, this big B is the area of the base shape. My base shape, we already said, was the square. Okay, so I'm going to change big B to length times width, because that's how I find the area of a square. Length times width, and then I'm just going to bring that H down. I'm not doing anything with that H yet. I'm just bringing it straight down below itself. So after that, I am going to plug in my numbers and calculate. So my length here is 4. My width is 4. My height is how far apart the two bases are. It's how far apart those bases are, so that's a 7. So I'm going to do 4 times 4 is 16. Times 7 up here is where I'm going to put my answer. I don't know 16 times 7 off the top of my head. You're welcome to use a calculator. No one will know except for you and whoever's with you right now. But I'm going to do my scratch work here. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 7 is 1. Plus 4 is 11. So I get 112. And then I'm doing centimeters cubed for my label. It's cubed because we have 3 dimensions. We have our length, our width, and our height. So that's why we're putting a 3 there for that unit label. All right, next. Now, this is a new shape this year. This is a triangular prism. I see that it does in fact have a rectangle, but that rectangle is not parallel to anything else. That rectangle comes to a vertex or a point here with the rectangle in the back, and it comes to a vertex here with the rectangle in the bottom. That is not my base. The base is this triangle and this triangle. They are parallel. They're never going to touch each other. That's how I know they're the bases. So I've shaded my base. I've done step 1. Step 2, my formula, volume equals big B times H. If you need to say it out loud, you know, if we were in class at school, I'd probably make you say big B times H. Just, you know, gets it stuck in the head when you say it. So I'm going to change big B to the area of my base shape. So what's area formula for a triangle? Oh, come on, you guys know this. It's 1/2 times base times height. And then I got to bring down this height too. Okay? So there I have my big B times H times H. So 1/2, this base of my triangle is 4. and the height of my triangle is 4. And then this last height is how far apart are my triangles. They're 7 centimeters apart. I know this is the same number as the last one, the same numbers, that's okay. Half of 4 is 2, so 2 times 4 times 7. We got 2 times 4 is 8 times 7. So this time we have 56 centimeters cubed. Okay? All right. I'm going to do one more example with you, and then I'm going to let you try one. So this one, my base is this triangle and this triangle. My formula is volume times big B times H. Big B here is 1/2 base times height. Okay, so I have 1/2. This base is 4. This height of my triangle is 3. And then the distance between them is 5. So do 1/2 times 4 is 2 times 3 times 5. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So we got 30 centimeters cubed. All right, guys, now it's your turn. You're going to calculate this one, and you will need to put this answer into the quizzes that you can take for this video. I will give you a hint. There's a number on this picture you don't even need.